Pledge allegiance. I'll start over. I'll call the meeting to order. We're going to pass on the Pledge of Allegiance. Christy, could you call the roll, please?
Jeff Swanty,
Present.
Paul Bukowski,
Present.
Jackie Marsh,
I don't think she's a panelist, is she?
she is.
Oh, okay.
But you can see that she's participating. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. We have a quorum. Chief, any amendments to the agenda?
No.
Okay, we do not have a consent agenda, so it'll take us to our regular agenda to consider a motion to approve a construction contract for the renovation of LFRA Health and Wellness Clinic. Chief?
All right, I will turn this over to Chief Ward. Chief Ward's been leading the project, so I'll let him report out.
All right, good morning, Chairman and Board. We received our bids back at the end of last month for the Health and Wellness Center, reviewed those. We were happy with the bids that we had. I think the three lowest bids were all grouped fairly close together. All great companies. I think we had 6 bids total, something like that, 6, 7 bids total. Our architects and our team sat down and looked at them and chose Saunders, which was the lowest bid of the group we had. So we're presenting the contract for Saunders Construction to do the remodel of the Health and Wellness Center. Looking for approval on that contract today.
Okay. Open it up for discussion.
Chief
Hearing
Ward,
none.
I have a quick question for it. Hey, Jeff, this is Paul. May I ask a question?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, Chief Ward, this is directed towards you because I didn't see the specifics of the contract or responses necessarily. I know we had some problems in Station 4 and also with the new Station 2. So my question is, are there remedies for lack of performance, lack of craftsmanship? I'm not sure what the right terminology would be from a contractual perspective, but are there any remedies for that? And is there any guarantee, some period of guarantee on the workmanship? I guess that's my question. Thanks, Greg.
Director Bukowski, I'll probably ask Emily to help me out with this one. Emily has reviewed and her team built the contract, so she's probably the most familiar with it.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on what type of non-performance we're talking about. There are delay damages in the contract. I believe it was $500 per day if they do not complete the project within the specified time period. Of course, that's subject to change order amendments and other types of revisions like that. There are delay damages. Then the contractor also has to post a 100% performance and payment bond. So the payment bond would take effect in the event that the contractor failed to pay the subcontractors, right? So you've got a backup there. The performance bond relates to just sort of a complete collapse of failure to perform. So if the contractor were to not perform at all and the district were to have to obtain a different contractor, complete the work on its own, you have a performance bond to pay for any damages that could accrue there. Then there's sort of the lesser, and not that it's unimportant, but they performed and they paid everybody and they did it on time, but they just didn't do a very good job, right? And with that respect, we would be looking to provisions of the contract that relate to a guarantee or a certification that they'll perform to standards of the industry. It's harder to enforce because it becomes a question of fact, right? What is the standard of the industry and did they meet it? But the district, or excuse me, the authority would have the ability to pursue those kinds of remedies if there were obvious defects in work or materials. Does that answer the question?
I guess it does, Emily. I'm assuming Chief Ward, you know where I was getting at with some of this stuff. So I was just wanting to make sure if we had is there any warranty on the actual, the building materials they use, anything like that? I'm not trying to get into the weeds on this, Greg.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're covered.
I want to see if I can pull up. I do think there's a warranty, but I don't want to mislead you. I can't answer that question off the top of my head. If you give me a couple minutes to look, I can check it.
Perfect. Thanks, Emily. Again,
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the weeds on this, everybody. I just have some concerns with some history we've had.
And Director Bukowski, I know on Station 10, we had a 2-year warranty. Station 7, we had a 2-year warranty, which was standard based out of the City of Loveland's contracts when we started utilizing theirs before Emily really, I think, and her team started taking over reviewing our contract.
And I understand it might be a little bit different, Greg, with the fact that a brand new structure from the ground up versus, a remodel and an attachment type thing, right?
Yeah, and I think with this one, with the issues we've had at Station 2 and 4 have all been related to ground settling. And with this one, we're not doing anything with the foundation, so I think we're going to be good there. Our architects are really comfortable with Saunders. They've worked with them before and know the quality of work. So I'm fairly comfortable with the product we're going to get.
Yes, and I did find
Okay.
section 63. It's a rather lengthy section, so I won't read it to you, but it does say that the contractor provides a guarantee on construction equipment, materials, and workmanship, and that it will be free from defect for a period of 2 years after the final settlement payment. It goes on to say that the guarantee will be extended to cover all repairs and replacements that are furnished under the guarantee for an additional 1-year period. And it's longer than that, but those are some of the relevant provisions that go to this conversation.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Krista, I noticed Director John Mallow's in attendance. Please let the record show that as well, please.
Yes, sir.
Any other comments or questions from the board before we vote on this? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Is there a second? Comments? Hearing none, all
I'll
in
second
favor,
that if
say
you-
aye.
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 I've heard 3 ayes. Motion carries.
And the mayor says yes too.
Excellent. Motion still carries. All right. Any other comments or come before the board? Just out of curiosity, I'm having problems with my computer. What's new? Can you see me on your computers or is it blurred?
No, you're a black screen.
Okay.
Black with 3 blurry dots, kind of like a UFO.
Oh, great. My power went off during the night and all my settings are off. So I've got to go in here and figure out how to use this. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Hearing nothing else, meeting is adjourned.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.